Shalom, shalom, Israel. Shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is to the world, and he calls Jesus Christ. Rakakwadash is the Holy Spirit in the Paleo-Hebrew. Double honors to the apostles and the elders and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who been ruling well through the Spirit, teaching and believing in 100% doctrine of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Lord willing, the Most High can continue to put in their spirit to endure and to be sincere. In a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. Lord willing, the Most High can continue to allow them to be sincere and to endure. Shalom to the Akwathim that are married and single, that are believers of His word. Lord willing, the Most High can continue to put on your spirit to pursue, to be a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. Today, the title of this lesson is Israel is the Great and High Mountain. Israel is the Great and High Mountain. So in Revelation chapter 21, verse 9 and 10, the New Jerusalem, it says, "There came unto me one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials, full of the seven last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will show you the bride, the Lamb's wife." The bride is Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, and the Lamb is Yahushai. "And he carried me away," this is John the Revelator, "he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from the Most High." Now, I just have to get this sidebar because this is really a end time prophecy. So I'm gonna just go straight to the point. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 15. "For this we say unto you by the word of Yahweh, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai shall not prevent them which are asleep," basically who died in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. It says, "For Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, and with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first." Right? So the ones that die in the name of the Lord, they're going to rise first when Yahushua comes back. "Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds." So whoever endured to the end, that's still going to be living, they're going to get beamed up and caught up with Yahushua and taken up, even with the ones that are dead in the name of the Lord. Right? We're going to all come back together. Right? It says, So reading that part again, it says, "Remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. So shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore, comfort one another with these words." Right? Going back, that just proves that we was going to be in the air with the Lord. Right? So when you see in chapter 10 again where it says, "And he carried me away in the spirit to a great high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God," we're basically going to get beamed up on the firmament, right? Because all chaos is going to be in the earth, right? And we're going to be changing the took over eye, Yahushua crowning the men of the Lord, right? Saying, "Good job, well servant." Right? And we're watching the destruction happening in the earth, especially Babylon. Right? So now, let's drop down. Let's go to Revelations, the 19th chapter, in verse 7. It says, "Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife had made herself ready." Right? And the wife of Yahushua is Israel, but on this side it is the elect. Right? Because the Lord is calling many, but only a few shall be saved. So the few as a collective is really the whole 12 tribes of Israel, not Israel, starting with the 144,000, going down to the 1/3, which accumulate us all together. When we get all Israel together, even from the ones from the four corners on the outskirts of the United States, it would be a great multitude, right? So that is the wife that is getting ready, right? Us teaching, the men of the Lord, they're teaching to feed the wife of Yahushua, right? In verse 8, and to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white, for the fine linen is the righteousness of the saints, right? The righteousness of the saints, right? You can go to Wisdom of Solomon, the 3rd chapter, and that can go into the righteous too. I just wanted to go to one classical hit maker. This is Daniel chapter 12 verse 10, and it says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. And the saints is Israel, right? And this is Paul. This is Daniel speaking, and Daniel was considered a major prophet. He was an Israelite, right? So the many is the few on this side that get saved and get purified, white, and tried, right? Just to show an example of Wisdom of Solomon real quick. Wisdom of Solomon, I want to go straight to the point. Okay, this is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3, starting at verse 5. It says, and having been a little chastised, which is the righteous, which is the few, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High approved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace have he tried them and received them as burnt offerings. And in the time of their visitation they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall judge the nation and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. And they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he have care for his elect. And we understand that in the scriptures, the elect have obtained it, but the rest were blinded. These scriptures was for all the children of Israel, but only the elect was going to get it. The great multitude is not all the nations. The great multitude is the elect out of Israel, the chosen within the chosen. The elect is chosen within the chosen people, right? It's very, very, very plain. I'm not trying to make this too hard for y'all. We're just gonna go straight, direct, right? This is Deuteronomy, the 32nd chapter, starting at verse 43. It says, rejoice, O ye nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants, which is the apostles and the prophets, and will render vengeance to his adversaries, which means enemies, and will be merciful unto his land and his people. What is the land of the Lord? The land that has been hallowed. 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 24 to 27, which shows the Lord's favor, right? I wanted to show, so he's going to avenge the blood of the servants. Going back to Revelations, the 18th chapter, the 20th verse. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for God have avenged you on her. And only Israelites can be apostles and prophets, still proving that great and high mountain is the children of Israel. But if we was to be technical, it's the elect within the children of Israel. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, reading verse 2. It says, for I am jealous over you with godly jealousy, for I have espoused you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Hamashiach, right? We through the Spirit, we supposed to be virgins. That's why you go, I believe it is Revelations, the 15th chapter. We'll just I believe it's the 15th chapter. Where they wasn't defiled. It might be chapter 14. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking at my other handy dandy because I'm trying to keep it in line. So yeah, this is it. So we're gonna go up in the chapter. Salaki, y'all. Here we go. Because it said that that those children were virgins. This is Revelation, the 14th chapter, verse 3. The point is verse 4. It says, "And they sung as it were a new song before the throne," which in the beginning of the chapter it says the 144,000. You go to Revelations, the 7th chapter, and it shows you the 144,000. Let alone going down verse 9, it shows you that it's in a great multitude, which is the children of Israel, right? Four beasts and the elders, and no man can learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women. Now, simple-minded people was going to really say, oh, so they were virgin, they had no sex, they were eunuchs. No, this is talking about defiled with female philosophies, right? Because in these scriptures, the Lord considers wisdom a woman. On the right-hand side, wisdom is a woman, right? And it's the wisdom from the Most High through Yahushua, right? In the Greek, they call it Sophia, right? And you got to think all these other beliefs, all these other fake ones are whores, and all these other beliefs made us harlots. When you go into Ezekiel 23, which I might be bringing out too, which it made us whores. Or when you read the whole book of Hosea, Israel, we're whores to many lovers, many other beliefs, right? And it says, for they are virgins, right? Through the Spirit, the elect men are virgins because the elect have obtained it, right? So the elect, the top notch, the ones that the Lord is moving out here, the 144,000, the top men, they haven't been defiled with other beliefs, right? It says, these are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruit unto God and to the Lamb. So when you look at the elect, they are the first fruits to get to grasp and understand the truth, right? That's why the elect on this side is going to be saved, because they're going to be the first fruits to get that glory, just like Yahushua was, right? Let's get Ephesians, the 5th chapter, verse 32. And it says, this is the great mystery, but I speak concerning Hamashiach in the church. The church is Israel, right? Because didn't even say, basically the church is built on the apostles and the prophets, and Yahushua is the chief cornerstone. And even Peter was the head of the church, right? Let's get Isaiah 52:1. This Isaiah 52:1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city, for henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean, right? So when you go back to Revelation 21, what did it say? It is verse 10, and he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain and showed me that great city, right? Israel is the great city. Israel is that holy city because we're set apart from the world, right? All praises to Yahweh Shem Al Shai. He made us different. He made us different than the nations, right? Let's get Ezekiel, the 23rd chapter. But we're going to read this real quick in the NLT. And we're going to read verse 1 to 5. So Lord willing, you paying attention. Ezekiel 23, 1 through 5. The adultery of two sisters. This messages came to me from Yahweh, son of man, Ezekiel. Once there were two sisters who were daughters of the same mother. They became prostitutes in Egypt, even as young girls. They allowed men to fondle their breasts. The older girl was named Ola, and her sister was Oholabah. I married them, and they bore me sons and daughters. I am speaking of Samaria, which is the northern kingdom, and Jerusalem, the southern kingdom, for Oholah is Samaria, and Oholabah is Jerusalem. And Oholah lusted after other lovers instead of me, and she gave her love to the Assyrian officers, right? Because the northern kingdom, 2 Kings chapter 7, that's when they was cleaving to the Assyrians, and they cleaved to their idols, to their belief system, right? You can keep on reading down. You know, it's the belief system was the number one thing that polluted us, right? And the belief system can be so small when you start following the other nations' customs, right? Their rituals, right? So very plain, even Israel is still considered symbolic to two sisters, and the Lord married them, right? So let's get these two last precepts. Revelation chapter 21, again, we're going to read verse 10. It says, and he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God. So now everybody with the right understanding, right, from the apostles on down, this great and high mountain and great city is holy Jerusalem, the people. Not the place. This is the people, and this is not Yahushai. We are descending out of heaven from the firmament and from Yahushai, out of them chariots, however it may be coming down with the chariot, and then we come out the chariot. But the elect is gonna shine like what Rihanna was really trying to sing in that song. Shine bright like a diamond. You know, we're gonna shine in that day, right? Now let's get this last one. This is Ezekiel 48, which if you read the whole chapter, it just goes into New Jerusalem. Technically, it goes into New Jerusalem. So we're going to read Ezekiel chapter 48, verse 30 to 35. And Lord willing, you understand, you know. But here we go. It says, and these are the goings out of the city on the north side, 4,500 measures. And the gates of the city shall be after the names of the tribes of Israel. 3 gates northward, 1 gate of Reuben, 1 gate of Judah, 1 gate of Levi, and at the east side 4,501 gate, and 1 gate of Joseph, 1 gate of Benjamin, 1 gate of Dan, and at the south side 4,500 measures, and 3 gates, 1 gate Simeon, and 1 gate of Issachar, 1 gate of Zebulun, and at the west side 4,500, and with their 3 gates, 1 gate of Gad, and 1 gate of Asher, 1 gate of Naphtali. It was round about 18,000 measures. And the name of the city from that day shall be Yahweh is there. Right? This is that great city is New Jerusalem. It's now we're looking at the diaphragm of the actual the city gate, like the kingdom, the gate that you're gonna be walking through. But that's not going to be descending from the heavens. It's going to be the people. Because if we go into other scriptures, the nations will be building the physical kingdom on the earth. Right? But Lord willing, that was edifying. Like I said, the title of this video shall be called Israel is the Great and High Mountain. So Lord willing, this was edifying. Till next time, Shalom, Shalom, Yahweh speed.